I'm sure that to anyone outside the Microcampus program, this 28-day-long trip would seem a bit crazy. Even I thought it was crazy, but I applied anyway, and I ended up on the spring Microcampus trip, Group H. Before we came to see Joe, I picked my topic, local food and cuisine. Food has always been one of my passions. At home, I love to bake things like pies and cakes. I would explore recipes and make some of my own. Even so, I had no idea what to expect of see Joe. Maybe it's because I was overconfident or ignorant, but when I got to see Joe, I felt completely lost. Along with me, there are also 4 other people with the topic of food, and that was a challenge. We all needed a way to focus our projects down. Somewhere along that process, there was a point where I had no idea what I wanted to do. All my peers had found wonderful focus points, while I was still wandering around. And that's when I heard something from a very special person. He said, if you take one step up a path, and then you come back down, you'll never get to the top. It seemed pretty simple and very obvious, but when I thought of it, that's exactly what I was doing. I was gathering bits of information from many different paths, but I would never resolve to go up one single path. And so I did. And here I am now. What you're about to watch isn't about food. It isn't about the step-by-step process about how to make a local snack. And it isn't a bunch of facts condensed and listed out onto your computer screen, because I decided that that wasn't important. This video is about how I changed, and how I felt before the trip, during the trip, and now. As you may know, I am in Group H, and that means that there were 7 trips that went before me. 7 groups of 16 students that experienced the same wonders that I see now. And when group trips D and F came back to SAS, they told us so many stories about what they had done, what they had talked about, the places that they went to, the things they bought, and the jokes they told. And I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, no classrooms, no essays, no textbooks. Microcampus is going to be such a breeze, was what I thought. I guess I just kind of thought that Microcampus was a big series of assignments, and I thought we could just go to one place and all the right answers would magically appear in front of us. Then all we had to do was write a 1,000-word essay on it, and then the teacher would grade it with a rubric in hand, and we would go back to Shanghai. But I had no idea how wrong I was, because I had no idea about what they didn't tell me. Going outside, talking to strangers, connecting with people, it was harder than any homework assignment I ever could have received in school. And around week 2, our projects began to diverge, and I started to feel very self-conscious. I looked around me, and everyone's project seemed so straightforward and on track. Where was mine? Wandering aimlessly on the mountain of Microcampus. I mean, sure, I had a great time. There was plenty of laughing and talking with my friends, but whenever inquiry time came, I was always haunted with the question, where am I going on this path? In Shanghai, I guess I was just so used to everyone just telling me what to do. Every teacher would just give me an assignment, and then I'd get a grade, and then I'd move on and be happy. But when I got here, I realized that there wasn't always going to be someone to constantly tell me what to do. And I needed to find that out for myself. Whenever I look back on myself, before I left for Suzhou, I can't help but laugh a little. Because now I know that I have learned so much more than I could have ever imagined. And now I know that not everything has the right answer, and I have experienced that firsthand. But these were lessons that I couldn't have learned without experience, and Microcampus was the ultimate teacher that taught me that. But when I go back to Shanghai, I'll tell my friends about the wonderful experiences that I had. I'll talk about the places that I went to, the things I bought, and the jokes that I told my friends. And they'll laugh and smile and think, Microcampus is such a breeze. But I won't tell them anything more. During my time in Microcampus, I learned many valuable lessons. I learned that if I keep going, I'll get to learn things that I may have never intended to learn in the first place. But if I stop, I won't get anywhere. I learned that it's okay to not be ready for big challenges, and I can make mistakes as long as I learn from them. I learned that it's important to take risks that I may have not taken before, and grow from the risks that I take. I learned that I will face big challenges in life, and most of the time, I won't be ready for them. I can't pretend to always know what I'm doing or where to go, but that's fine, because I'll learn from my experiences. A microcampus is an experience that I'll never forget.